going with our 100 theme in our Kitchen World kitchen this morning.
That's right. Joe is with a good friend of ours, Chef Mark, cooking up something 100-ish.
That's right. That's right. I mean, I deserve to be in the kitchen on this. I love food. Thank you for being here, Mark, to celebrate this historic day on Winging It. You're a chef at the Wellington Pub.
Wellington Pub.
Everyone knows that on Hurdle.
Yep.
We're cooking with garlic today, that's for sure.
Yes.
If you can see, we've got 100 cloves of garlic in here, I think, right?
Yes.
All right. Now, why 100? Well, I know why it's 100 cloves,
Because
but what
it's
are we
a celebration. We're going to roast this garlic, which takes a lot of that garlic flavor out of there and makes it sweet and mellow, and roast it with some chicken and make a nice champagne sauce in celebration of your 100th show.
That sounds good.
And we're also going to be doing a 100-proof Southern Comfort salmon.
Another reason to
another
celebration type item there. Okay. Now I notice when you roast garlic, you keep the skin on. Is that?
I'm keeping these on, right? Because you can, after they're roasted, you can squeeze it out and either spread it on bread or spread it on top of the chicken.
Handle for
and
it.
it helps not get so much of the garlic flavor in the chicken. It mellows it and allows it to become sweet and ends up being a wonderful dish.
I mean, that's great. Roasted garlic you can just eat on its own if you put it in, right? It's pretty good.
Yep.
All right, great.
Sandwich spread or...
Okay, what else do folks need at home? We've got the recipe up on the screen, or at least the ingredients. Let's just go through what we got here.
We got some fresh rosemary, some tarragon, shallots, scallions, the 100 cloves of garlic, some champagne, and some Swiss chard to go along with that.
Swiss chard. Now, you can put that in a pan and cook it, too, sometimes,
yes,
if you want.
We're going to braise
it with that. Now, why is that? It's a little more consistent than regular lettuce.
It's along the lines of a spinach.
A spinach. Okay,
yes.
That's why. It's got that crinkly kind of...
But it's got a lot more flavor to it.
It packs more of a punch.
I love the Swiss chard.
All right, great. We're going to get into the Swiss chard and the 100 cloves of garlic. In our next segment, right now, let's send it back to the party animals on the couch over there.
Welcome back, Joe and Chef Mark, back in the kitchen.
Yep, they're getting started on that garlic clove chicken.
That's right, guys. We've got 100 garlic cloves because it's our 100th episode today. Mark's in the kitchen here from the Wellington Pub. We're going to roast some garlic, right? That's a big part of the recipe.
We're going to do this at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes in the oven.
Okay.
And
pop it in now, or?
We're going to pop it in right now.
All right. We're also cooking with some chicken as well, right?
While we are doing that, we're going to start to brown our chicken.
All right.
Which is compliments of Johnny's Meat Market on Hurdle Avenue, everybody's favorite local meat market.
And you always recommend a good place to get your meat and your poultry especially,
yes,
right?
He fresh grinds our meat every day, and he gives us our bacon and our pea meal bacon. But first, we're going to salt and pepper this chicken a little bit.
Always put those two things on.
And then we're going to brown it up in the pan.
All right. Now, what kind of flame do you have it on here?
Medium high.
Medium high, okay. Just to brown it up. Now, these are just chicken breasts,
and these are split chicken breasts. He's cut those so they're all about the same size, so they cook
the same
at the same rate in the oven. And then,
how long do you want to brown them up there for?
Till they get golden brown.
Okay, that's what you're looking for.
Which probably would take about 4 to 5 minutes aside.
Okay. Okay.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the chicken and we're going to pretend this garlic is already roasted all the way.
All right, use your imagination, folks.
And we are going to put the chicken on top.
You need the you need these guys? All right. Put those on top.
And then we're going to spread the chicken out over the top of the already roasted garlic.
Oh, it looks great. All right. Now, do you guys have this at the restaurant, too?
No, we don't. I did this special for your show.
Just special for our show?
Yes, I did.
All right, we're going to get back. What was that?
It may end up being a special, though.
I think, I mean, it smells great in here already, and we're not even done yet. Yeah, put that on the menu, all right? All right, we're going to send it back to the party animals on the couch right now. When we get back, we're going to continue this chicken and have a complete meal for you. Very good, too. That's what we're looking for. We got a great deal in the kitchen right now with Chef Mark from Wellington Pub. We are getting some chicken ready with the 100 cloves of garlic, because it's the 100th episode of Winging It.
Congratulations.
Don't sound so excited. All right. We've got the chicken going in the pan.
We got the chicken browning, and we're going to place it on top of the garlic that we've roasted for about 20 minutes. And we're going to...
So you do want to roast the garlic for 20 minutes, then
beforehand, yes, it makes it much softer. And now, with the pan bits
still going,
we're going to throw in some shallots, which
that's sweet too, right? Give it a little sweet flavor.
It's shallots are like it's sort of like a combination between garlic and onion.
Okay,
it's got that kind of flavor, and then we're going to throw in some scallions.
Scallions, good stuff.
And
a lot of flavor in here.
this little
It just
stir.
smells great already.
Now you want this to soften up a little bit for you.
Okay.
And scrape up the brown bits from the chicken on the bottom.
And that's actually
just
good,
flavor,
right?
flavor in the sauce.
So keep it. Don't wash out that pan. Just let it go.
Now, once that gets softened, I usually use a white wine or a chicken stock, but it's a celebration today, so we're going to use champagne. And when I tested this recipe, I'm telling you, it turned out much better with the champagne. Thank you, CW.
So now you got to put this. You got to put this on your menu at the restaurant.
So now we're going to give this a little simmer.
It smells great. You're just going to let that
reduce
kind of
it just a little bit, and then we're going to pour it over top of the chicken.
Oh wow, wow, wow! That's just juicy. This is almost like fall off the bone chicken here, probably.
It will be when we're done, because we're going to slow roast this. I know in the on the screen I think it said 300 degrees, but we really want to do this at 275. 275 for about 2 hours, and let it go low and slow. It brings out the sweetness of the garlic.
That's the trick, right? Low and slow.
Yep.
Okay.
And we're going to pop that in the oven.
All right.
And that'll cook between 1 hour and 45 to 2 hours.
All right, good stuff. Now, before we show the finished product, we've got a few other things we got to do here, right?
Yes, we do. We're going to braise some Swiss chard.
Yeah, let's explain to the folks at home what Swiss chard is.
Swiss chard is a lot like spinach. It's got a touch more bite to it. And it's very versatile. You can saute it up with onions, or you can use it in pasta dishes. You can use it right in with your salad if you like.
All right, so it's kind of a spinachy consistency to it. All right, what do we got here?
We got a little bit of rosemary, which I drained off some of the pan juices from the cooked chicken.
Okay.
And brought it to a boil with a touch of heavy cream, and we're going to sprinkle in a little bit of rosemary.
Okay.
And a pinch of tarragon, which you want to be careful with the tarragon because it's a very potent spice.
You got to be careful with that.
Very potent spice. And then I pulled out some of the garlic cloves.
Roasted
and you can see once it's roasted, it will it'll squeeze right out.
Oh, right out of the skin.
Right out of the skin. And
you could eat this
nice
by
and soft.
itself
You
once
can
it's roasted,
spread this right on French bread and serve it right along the side. You can mash it up and put it right on the chicken. It's got a very mellow flavor to it, and it mashes really nicely. And we're just going to mash up a little bit of that. And we're going to toss it right in with our sauce.
And that's the juice from the chicken.
Yes.
With the other spices.
And then we'll bring this to a simmer.
And you used a little heavy cream, you said?
A touch of heavy cream to give it a little body.
Sure.
And once that comes to a boil, we're going to thicken it with a little bit of roux, which is a mixture of flour and butter. That's cooked, and you can cook it to different degrees. Like for a gumbo, you'd want to use a dark brown roux and cook it a little bit longer until it gets a nice deep brown color and it takes on like a nutty flavor.
Yeah, okay.
This white sauce, you can use a blonde roux, which is cooked slightly just to get rid of the flour.
You can also eat it by accident, like I just did.
And he ate it by
accident. Went down smooth, actually. So, yeah, I thought it was done. Didn't know that.
So once the sauce comes to a simmer,
just putting a little in there.
Then we'll put a little in there and get it thick.
Wow, that'll just thicken it up even
and
more.
And then we'll pour that all over the top of the chicken.
Ah, great. All right, well, let's show the folks at home the finished product. Although we can put a little bit of this on the plate the way it is.
Yes, we can. We have some right here.
That was put on the, that was just thrown into a pan with some olive oil, pretty much. And I love what you did at the top of the plate there, by the way. The Happy
thank
100th.
you.
We really appreciate that.
And then this
That's
would
good
be
stuff right there. Wow.
And then once the sauce is thickened, we'll just pour a little bit of that over the top, and you can serve it with some crusty French bread. And as I said, you can just encourage your guests to take little pieces of garlic on the side, and you can squeeze it right out, and it's nice and soft and delicious. And then here, we can just use a little oil for the Swiss chard, and you can add onions and the shallots and
more flavor. It'll take
whatever you'd like.
Flavor for sure. All right, Mark.
And then serve that right along the side.
All right, it's a great piece of chicken. We're going to do things a little bit differently. Coming up in our second helpings, we're actually cooking a whole new meal. You know, why not get two meals?
With the 100 theme.
With the 100 theme, exactly. You're going to have to stick around for that. You're going to like it. Back to you guys.
It's a potent one.
Yeah, I'm
when we say
excited for it.
We are.
And welcome back. It's time for our second helpings in the kitchen. We're with Chef Mark from the Wellington Pub. You made some great champagne chicken today with all those garlic
100 cloves.
100 cloves for...
It doesn't taste like it, does it?
No, it doesn't. It's really subtle. Okay, so now we're making a second helping here. What do we got?
Right now, we're keeping up with the 100 theme of the show.
Okay.
And we're using That's orange juice right there.
All right, pour that in there. We're making a drunken salmon, you call it?
And this is 100 proof Southern Comfort.
Okay, I'll just leave that aside.
If you want to take a sip before, you can.
We've had that problem
And then some
already
lime
on the
juice.
show. All right, put the lime juice in there.
And we have garlic, oregano, brown sugar, cilantro, cumin, and some crushed red pepper.
Oh, good stuff. Now, while I'm mixing this up, you know, football season's coming up, and everyone thinks of the Wellington Pub when they think about bar food and stuff. You got any
we
specials?
have some wonderful wing specials and beer specials going on Sundays, and also our bartender, Kristen, has come up with a great martini menu. And featuring like a pumpkin martini, which is one of my wife's favorites.
And a little swanky over there.
Yeah.
All right.
And my favorite is her chocolate-covered cherry martini. It is out of this world.
Wow, does it come with a scoop of ice cream or something?
Yeah, she's our Wednesday and Thursday bartender, and she's got some great martini specials coming up.
All right, good
and
deal.
we always have drink specials for the Sabres games, and it's a great place to come and watch sports or just come with your family for a great meal.
All right, sounds good. All right, should I pour this on
Now
top?
just pour that right over the top.
Okay, we got about
Now we like
30
to
seconds,
marinate
so.
this for 8 to 10 hours.
Okay,
is
so
the
we'll be
best.
back around 7 o'clock
and then
tonight
we'll
to
put
finish
it
this
on.
up.
It's already been marinated, actually.
Absolutely, I
Trick
know.
of TV.
You made one.
I like it on the grill is the best, but we're going to use a grill pan
griddle
today.
pan here, okay.
And this here is the finished product.
That's the finished product. We have like 10 seconds. I'm
and
so
we have
sorry.
10 seconds, and all you got to do
But this is what it looks like.
we're going to just
get
stick
that
it in
griddle
there,
hot.
get it nice and
Get that
hot,
griddle hot.
and cook it to like a medium rare. And enjoy show 101 on Monday.
Thank you, sir, and thanks for bringing the champagne to our little
Oh, no
celebration
problem.
today.
Save me just a little.
We will. We'll try. Allie already got her hands on it. Any champagne left over there?
Yeah, no, if you want a little champagne, you missed your window. I'm sorry.